Surprise, we're straight into the race. It's Nick here. We're at second on the grid. There's Lewis Hamilton in pole position. Hopefully I don't crash into him. But it's the German Grand Prix, round 11 Hockenheim. Let's go, go, go. And it's raining and we're starting on intermediate tyres. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh, that's a shame. Okay, let's go. Lewis Hamilton's been winning nearly every race. Oh, he's coming up the outside, did he? He's been winning almost every race, so I'm starting to have to be a bit more aggressive. Whoops, Mark Webber through on the inside because I was messing about. Hamilton leads the championship on 169 at the moment. Let's try and keep in pace with Webber, but I did something very criminal there. And it's tipping it down. We're all on intermediate tyres. If it stays like this the whole race, it's going to be tricky. Visibility is odd. Have I got Webber there on the outside? Is he going to cut back in? No, I lead. Brilliant. First me, second Webber, third Vettel in the two Red Bulls. Rosberg is in fourth for the Mercedes, and Hamilton's disappeared. Okay, now this is absolutely perilous. We're on 30% race distance, which is 20 laps. I'm really going to have to concentrate here because I can't see anything. There was a 78% chance of rain during the race, and it's pretty much started like that. We'll have a look at the situation. If it stays like this, we might have to go onto the full wet tyre. But as I was saying, Hamilton leads the championship on 169. Second is Sebastian Vettel. Third is Mark Webber. And I am fourth, controlling Jenson Button's car in the McLaren. So Webber second still, third Vettel, fourth Rosberg. Liuzzi in fifth. I don't know where Hamilton's gone. Hopefully near the back. Constructors' Championship. Who? Was that Hamilton gone into the pits, did he say? Well, Hamilton must have taken some damage. I weren't sure. I was too busy jibber-jabbering. Now, it's so easy to spin off here, and if you do spin off with a race this short, you'll be to the back of the grid straight away. Now, normally I like rain, but I hope it just improves ever so slightly, because I'm finding this very tricky going. Although I am seen to be pulling away a little bit from the two Red Bull cars. They'll probably start pulling me back soon. But it still rains. I've watered down the camera there. Rain always makes races a little bit more exciting, but dearie me. I'm gradually pulling away, I'm surprised. So I was second on the grid. Hamilton was first, beat me by about 2/10. He did a 1:19.6 in qualifying. I did a 1:19.9, about 2.25 of a second. Is the tricky infield section. I've got more downforce on my car than everyone else had in the dry, and I think that might pay dividends. I've really got to close in on the championship here. But I believe in wet, we're starting intermediates, I suppose it's classed as a wet race. Normally you have to use two tyre compounds, the options and the prime, negating one pit stop. I think because it's wet we only have to use one dry tyre if indeed it goes dry. I might be wrong, but I think they're the rules. Good. Tyres are at optimum temperature. Hooray! Lap 3 of 20. A very quick lap here, very fast. Puddles collecting a little bit, but if you spin, you can aquaplane quite easily. I made the ride height a bit higher. It was on 1mm, I went to 3mm. Well, that don't seem like a lot. It does stop you from sliding around. No one's right up the back of me. Could be in. I've won 2 races so far this season. Canada and... what's the other one I won? Canada and Bahrain, the first race of the season. Now, I've got a bit of a beef with Lewis Hamilton at the moment. Hence that rather aggressive start. There was one race in China where I should have won, but they brought Hamilton in. The pit crew favoured him, brought him in at a different time to me, and he jumped me in that pit stop. And there's been another few times like that as well, so I'm not impressed with him. Not impressed with him at all. And in the last race, Great Britain, if you watch that, he come past me, he caused a crash, and I got the drive-through penalty for it. And because of that, then I collided into him, a bit hot-headed, and we both got no points. So we've really been suffering in the Constructors' Championship, but what can you do? Lap 4 of 20, it doesn't look like it's going away this rain, it's staying the same. But at least it's not getting any worse that I can tell. Webber second, Vettel third. Now Alonso's up into 4th place. Ferrari showing a bit more form here. Always brake a bit early when it's raining. A lot of standing water here, a lot of puddles. So we've got this main straight, well, one straight up here, a nice sweeping bend to the right. Then it's on the brakes early, try and cut through here from wide out. Now accelerate through all these bends. There we go, accelerate there. And we get to the end of this very short straight past that red signage. Ease off ever so slightly, try and cut in very wide there, but anyway, it doesn't matter. And there's another sort of like sweeping bend here. Slow down a bit, but not too much. You can lose quite a lot of time. Now, so at this point, I think Mark Webber, or that other white dot, is slowly getting used to it and catching me back. Will be very interesting to see where Lewis Hamilton is. Maybe it will give me a position as we go past here. Sometimes it gives an update of your teammate. But yeah, he's 21st, so obviously he did have to pit after that. Oh dear, there's going to be repercussions again. If indeed I finish as well. Lap 5 of 20. About 25% of the way through the race. It's going to be very hard to overtake me if it stays like this. There's only... Good. There's only two cars that are really that close to me, and that is Mark Webber, the Australian, and Sebastian Vettel, the German. The home fans would love to see a German win this in the German Grand Prix from Hockenheim. But hopefully it doesn't happen. The race circuit is 4.574 kilometres long, or 2.842 miles. The race in the real 2010 season, concentrate there, was won by Fernando Alonso, the Spaniard, for Ferrari, and second place was Felipe Massa, the Brazilian, also for Ferrari, which gave them a Ferrari 1-2. Doesn't look like it's going to happen at the moment here. Desperately need to close the gap on Hamilton in the championship. At one point he was 72 points ahead of me, but I've closed it ever so slightly. But in the interim, the two Red Bull cars have gone past me in the championship as well. The real championship in 2014 was won by Sebastian Vettel, which I think I mentioned in other races, but if it is the first one you watch, then that's good information for you. Hamilton's still in 21st, I'm still in first. If it finishes like this, I'll be absolutely ecstatic. Will it finish like this? I don't know. There was a race a bit like this in Canada, where the weather changed in the last few laps and it was a bit dicey what to do. But you know, when it goes like this, if the track dries quickly, someone that might make a risk going in for dry tyres might do about 10 seconds a lap quicker and jump from like 4th or 5th right to first place. And with a 30% race distance, that would be huge. I don't think it's clear enough yet for dry tyres, but look. Well, Sector 3, that's miles away, but look out for a dry line. If a dry line develops, then that might be a sign. Whoops, don't spin. Very slippery out wide. Now, I'm also keeping my ear out for the mechanic crew, or the pit crew. If they suddenly say an unknown car, or another car on the track suddenly done the lap record or something, I'll know that they've probably flipped onto dry tyres and it's time to switch over. Lap 6. But you know, if it stays like this, that'd be good. That means we won't have to make another... Well, I suppose we have to make one pit stop in this at least. But I don't know what the rules are about dries if it dries out. I don't want to make 2 pit stops. Right, keep going, keep going. Come on, Lewis. We can do this, Fang. Heavy on the brakes. Come on. Good. Come on, forward it. Good, right. Quicker than I've been before on other laps. That white dot's just off the map there. Right, be interested to see what tyres Alonso goes in, please. If he's going to stay on intermediates, is he going to go out on the full wet, or is he going to risk dry tyres? As soon as this rain's gone off the camera, if this rain vanishes off the camera, then I'll know. But there's a lot of yellow flags going on this. Which means a lot of people are spinning. Maybe a few people have gone on the dry tyres too early. Did it just brighten up slightly there? It might have just been my eyes. Just keep an eye on the drips. Good, I'm well pleased. Oh, I'm well pleased how this has gone so far. It's just me and Mark Webber. Can't see where Vettel is now. He's dropped, well, he's a distance away. Car's holding onto the track quite well here. I've got a great setup. Great setup. See if anyone goes in the pits. Webber's gone round again. Come on. That's it. Is there a dry line developing here? I don't know. There's a lot of water flicking out on the camera. Yeah, when you're in the lead, it's hard to know what to do because you think you're in the lead anyway. I think I'm going to go for the option tyres. This could be the worst decision ever. Yep. This could be very silly. I'm gambling on it drying. I mean, it's a sort of dry... Oh dear. It's a sort of dry line, but the car is slipping. I really love to know what other tyres everyone else is on. So we've stayed in the same positions for a while. I'm not sure it's the right idea. I can still cancel it beforehand. Be interested to see if anyone else comes in. But it might be my imagination, but I do think it's drying. There's no water on the track, is there? It's just all on the lens. Keep an eye out for puddles. There are no puddles here. Right. Well, I'm going to come in anyway. It's too late to change now. If I end up last, it's my own fault. But sometimes you have to do desperate things to save the day. Let's save the day. Right, in. Don't spin, just in. Right, anyone else come in? Keep an eye on that display. I'm still in first place. Anyone else coming in? No, Webber hasn't. He's gone straight past. Has anyone else pitted?
Exit now.
I'm still in second place unless that hasn't updated. Maybe this is a good idea.
The track is clear.
Still in second? No, fourth. It did take a while to update.
In first place.
Well, I'm on my own. I think a few other people did pit. I don't know who they are. I'm in fourth. Third is Alonso. Second, I presume, is Vettel still. So that was great. That was great. I pit on the end of lap 8 and I was still in the top 4. Right, see if we can see anyone here. I'm hoping Alonso didn't go in the pits as well and jump me on that pit stop because that would be disastrous. Keep going, keep going. Right, going good so far. Remember, we're on a slick tyre now, so we've got to be a bit careful. Yeah. If I got on the power too early, the car could just go. This could end very quickly. We'll soon know when we get the first lap time. It feels a little bit quicker. That's better grip. This is the first lap out of the pits since the tyres. Yeah, this just feels better. Forget about this rain. I need to get a cloth over it. I don't think it's raining.
Looks like it's going to be Alonso.
Alonso in. Is that right? Good. Alonso's in. So he hadn't pit stopped yet. There's a few people in the pits. I've jumped them. I'm in the lead. Excellent. I went off the track but come back on again. I lead. So that pit stop was a good idea. Everyone else come in 1 lap afterwards. I don't know why they did that, but they did. Keep going. We can keep our foot down here. Keep accelerating. This is looking pretty good. This is going to be a tough one to get right on the dry tyres. Ease round here. Good. Right, we're on lap 10, so halfway round the race. 25 points for a win. I presume Hamilton is no longer in the points. I presume he isn't anyway. Who knows? It's a bit hard to tell. Right, quicker than I've gone before. Yeah, a lot quicker. These tyres are performing extremely well. Edge our way round here. This is the infield section. Off the brakes. Edge our way round this corner. That's it. Floor it again. Looking good. Looking good. Big nose. Right, a lot quicker than before. Hamilton. He's going up a little bit. Hard on the brakes at the end of here. Good. First place. Second Webber. Third Alonso off that pit stop. Fourth Vettel. So Alonso got past Vettel in the pit stop. Genius.
Webber's trailing you by 5 seconds.
5 second gap to Webber. I don't know what tyres Webber is on. Hopefully the wrong ones, but he's hanging on there. Well, unless I make a mistake, it looks like the race is going to be between me and Mark Webber, because there's a big gap to Alonso after that point. Sebastian Vettel must have made a terrible pit stop. Don't want to go wide there, because the car will just say goodbye. Right, lap 11, 20, still, yeah, it's a lot quicker, 1.6, these are definitely the right tyres. But I've got one more lap of tyre wear than them, that might come to haunt me. But I think I did gain a slight bit of time there. This is a good race for me. I've led practically every lap. Yeah, really get my eye in now. What's that? Going to be lap record. Quickest lap of the race so far. It must be. It's not announcing it. Perhaps it isn't the quickest lap of the race. Hamilton's still in no man's land.
Keep your eye out for a drying line. Once it's there, we'll switch to dry tyres.
I'm already on dry tyres. I saw a dry line 4 laps ago. What's this crew doing? Are they even taking the notice of the race? I'm on dry tyres already. They're trying to give me duff information. I think they still like Lewis Hamilton, don't they? Well, he's not going to score any points in this race. I don't think. Unless there's another round of pit stops and he doesn't have to pit. Let's just pace it to the end. Ooh. This is probably the quickest lap of the season so far, I think. Mind you, Monaco was quite short, but it takes a long time to get round there. And Canada was quite short as well. Maybe it's close. Definitely a dry line. You can see the tarmac slightly darker. Grip's getting better all the time, it seems. But I can't get complacent. Because as soon as you get complacent, that's when all the mistakes start. Slightly wide there, but can get away with it. Yeah, dry line. Stay on that. That's where the best grip is. Stray off that on the corners, then you might go. Good. Right, what's the gap there? Alonso, we've got about 6.5 seconds to to Webber, I mean. 13 laps of 20. So what we are about about 2/3 of the way through. There's Alonso then, not Alonso. Hamilton went past the other side of the map, the little red dot. Haven't span off yet, which is great. Haven't had any moments. I've driven off the track a couple of times, but had no serious moments where I thought I was going to lose it, like practice, and a couple of times in qualifying. I haven't seen Jamie Al-Swari. If you watch practice, he put me into a spin twice in practice. Haven't seen him since. Maybe he got a bit of a warning. Hopefully he did. He deserved one, that's for sure. Whoops. Yeah, it's quite forgiving, that corner there. Tyres wear, I'm not sure how good that is. Hopefully I don't have got to come in again. If I do, I hope everyone else has. But as I said, I don't know what happens with that rule. Do we have to have 2 different tyre compounds? I don't know if this is deemed as a wet or a dry race. We'll soon find out. I don't want to come in again.
The pit window is open.
What?
Come in this lap.
I don't want to come in. Yeah, see, now I don't know if this is a glitch or it's just them telling me I need to be on 2 tyre compounds. I don't want to win the race and then get disqualified at the end. What would you do? Honestly, what would you do here? Je ne sais pas. I mean, I'm gradually going away from Mark Webber. I really want them to all pit. Yeah, they all pit as well. That'd be great. That'll really save a headache. I don't know where this water's come from with this camera. It hasn't been raining for a while. What should I do? I don't want to pit. Maybe they'll forget. No one would pit. No one would pit with just 6 laps to go, but you're forgetting this is 30% race distance, so really the computer's thinking it's not 6 laps to go, it's 18 laps to go. I don't want to pit, really. Shall we risk getting disqualified in order to try and win the race? I might not get disqualified. Right, are the others coming in? I don't know. I've got a bit of a gap to them now, so I couldn't see the map to see if they'd come in. I think I'm going to have to come in, aren't I? Last time I pitted, I come out in 4th. It won't be a disaster. I mean, 4th place is much better than getting disqualified, getting no points. I mean, Hamilton hasn't got any points at all so far in this race because of that collision against another McLaren car. I don't know who that was at the start. That cost him a bit. Right, I think I'm going to have to pit and then hope that all the other ones pit as well. But good to get like some sort of time gap there. If it's 25 seconds or something, that means they have pit already. Come on, car.
Remember to pit this lap.
Yeah, I'll pit this lap. We've got the other compound ready. That's selected, I think. Okay, we're going to come in on my own head bit. Here we go. Whoa, don't do that. Right, this is another risky bit of the game. Is anyone else going to come in? Please, Webber, come in. I think Webber's gone past, hasn't he?
Go now.
That was a very quick pit stop, crew. Well done. The positions only update when I rejoin the track.
As you rejoin the track.
Webber leads. Don't know who that is behind me. Is it Alonso? Perhaps it is. It is Alonso. So I must have been, unless he's pitted again, I must have been bags quicker than him each lap. Right. So I've got, I don't know how far Webber is. I've got about 4 laps to get him back. There's no rain on the camera anymore. Well, I'm definitely not going to get disqualified now because I've used the 2 different tyre compounds. Come back, Webber. How much quicker can I go than him? Right, okay. Now, Webber is 3rd in the championship on 116. I'm 4th on 115. So if it finishes like this, I won't gain on him. But I will gain on Hamilton, who's in 1st place, and Vettel in 2nd place. So I'll still be in 4th if it finishes like this, but I'll be less points behind the leader. Yeah. So is that good or bad? It's probably good, isn't it? The championship is closing up here, and this is a dry track now. Probably was the right thing to pit. Car's going quite a bit quicker. Can I reel in Webber though? I think the other cars must have pitted as well, else they would be ahead of me. Is Webber going to stay out? Is Webber going to stay out? I don't think I've got enough laps to get him back, unless I go hugely faster than him.
Your brakes are in the optimum temperature zone.
I mean, we all started on intermediate tyres. Maybe Mark Webber started on one of the dry compounds, because it was marginal. If he started on options, then went on to primes in this bit, that means he saved himself 1 pit stop. So although he'll be going round slower, he would have gained track time. Is this going to work out for him? I'm guessing that's what happened. Well, it's a bit of a risk, but if he wins this race, it'd be pure genius. But I should be able to go a lot quicker than him each lap. To check those splits, 1st Mark Webber for Red Bull, 2nd me, 3rd Alonso of Ferrari, the winner of the last race, and 4th is Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton, unknown. I'm sure he's going to put a complaint in about me, but that's just tough. All's fair in love and Formula 1. Come on, I want to win this race. I was leading for ages. Well, I've ditched Alonso. He can't keep up with me. I've got much better tyres on than him. Come on, Webber, slow down. I want to get my 3rd race of the win of the season. He's just there. The thing is, though, I don't want to push too much, because then Alonso will get past me and Vettel, and then I'll probably scuff the tyres and drive around slow, or worst case scenario, I'll go off the track and my car blows up. Yeah, we're quite close to lapping another car. I think we'll probably be okay though. Don't know who that is. That'll be a new experience, lapping people, but I think we'll be just short of it. Alonso's nearer me than I am to Mark Webber, which is not a good sign. What an exciting end to the race. Will I get Webber? Come on, mate. Who's going to win the championship then? It looked like the Lewis Hamilton show a few races ago, but now it's probably opening up between Hamilton, Vettel, Webber and me. If I finish in second place, I think the gap between me and Lewis will be about 33 points, something like that. And a few races ago it was 72, so it's practically halved. One could say it's because we collided a couple of times. Well, I'm playing with fire here, because Red Bull are going to get good constructors points. Oh. I think, yeah, there's not enough laps to get Webber. There's only lap 19 and lap 20, and then that is it. He's going to have to make a mistake here. It looks like a pretty safe second place. So it started off in the rain on intermediates, then it dried out, and because it dried out sufficiently, my pit crew told me I had to change tyre compounds. I didn't want to, but come in and did. Everyone else seemed to do, because I held track position, apart from Mark Webber, who I can only guess started on a dry tyre, which was extremely risky thing to do, but it looks like he's going to get away with it. How annoying. The difference between first and second is 7 points. Look, but I am gaining on him the whole time. If only this race was 5 laps more. That's probably what I'd need. I think if I can get onto his gearbox, I'd overtake him quite easily, because my grip's a lot better with these tyres. I feel like I'm doing qualifying laps on these. In practice I did a 121.4. In qualifying I did 119.9. And there we go, I've beaten it. That's better than my qualifying lap, that one. If I read that right. Hamilton's still not in the points. This is the last lap. It's too far away, isn't he? Curse you, Mark Webber. Maybe he'll get a flat tyre. I can't do any more than go quicker than I did before. Alonso's nowhere. I'm going to be right behind him by the finishing line. Oh, there's the side of his car. I can even see the paintwork. Gone very deep there. There's only a handful of corners left. It's not looking good. Anyway, second place is good. That means in the last 4 races, including this one, there's a lap racer there. Hold up, Mark Webber. I would have come second, not finished, second and third.
Car ahead is nearly a lap down.
Is that Webber or is that the lap driver? It's the lap driver. We've lapped... Oh dear, get out of the way. I don't like him. Right, we've lapped Karen Shandok. That's the first. That's the first car I've lapped in the Blundering Championship. The HRT. I presume he must have been involved in an accident. Webber's going to be first. Look, but he's only just there. With his crazy pit stop strategy. Mark Webber wins. I'm second, I'll take that. Hopefully Lewis wasn't in the points. But I didn't say that over the team radio. Qualified second. Finished second. 119.8. Well, I've done really well there. Changing conditions.
Just fantastic. 18 points.
Yeah, 18 points. Changing conditions, that could have gone really bad. Webber first. I'm second. Third, Alonso. Fourth, Sebastian Vettel. Fifth, Michael Schumacher, Mercedes. Sixth, Felipe Massa, Ferrari. Seventh, Sebastian Buemi, brilliant for him in the Toro Rosso. Then's Robert Kubica in the Renault to get 10 points. Renault are having quite a good season in this. They're not doing too badly. Let's see where Lewis come here. Lewis was in 16th in the end. I better not talk to him for a while. I'll just go into the pit garage and into my own room. Don't talk to Lewis Hamilton. Well, people did advise me to be more aggressive, and I was. So he's first in the championship, 169. I'm on 133 with the 2 Red Bulls between us. Ferrari still with an outside shot, although getting a bit distance. It is closing up, isn't it, between first and fourth. 25 points for a win. Still quite a bit to do, but this was only race 11 of 19, I believe. It's 18 or 19. I think it's 19. So still 8 races to go. So if I get 5 points more than Hamilton a race, then I win. Well, I've got to get past the 2 Red Bulls as well. Interesting stuff. It's been raining a lot, hasn't it, in a lot of these races, but I have got it on dynamic, and it is pretty much random, trust me on that. Now, the Constructors' Championship is going to be quite interesting to see, because I think with my shenanigans with Lewis, yeah, see, we're only 7 points in the lead. Yeah, we better start getting our act together. yes, I hope you liked watching that. That was round 11 from the Blundering series from Hockenheim in Germany. Next time, I believe we're in Hungary for round 12. If you can join me there, then you're more than welcome. And until next time, take good care of yourself and goodbye.
Goodbye.